Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome you into the studio here at Bear Stadium, Boyertown, Pennsylvania. This game tonight,
Yes.
Jim, you want to give us some lineups?
Absolutely. For visiting Norchester, leading off playing left field, number 14, Andy Fisher. Playing center field, number 21, Austin Levengood. Playing shortstop, number 17, Ryan McGinley. Playing second base, number 28, Josh Fulmer. Playing first base, number 27, Andy Blum. Playing third base, number 9, Brian Sickett. Doing the catching for Norchester, number 24, Jordan Sickett. Playing right field, number 23, Dawson Stewart. And doing the pitching for Norchester, number 26, Calvin Endy. For your Boyertown Bears, leading off, playing second base, number 4, Mike Ranieri. Playing center field, number 25, Gavin Maurer. Playing third base, number 28, Tyler Kreitz. Doing the pitching tonight for the Bears, number 36, Mike Xanthopoulos. Playing shortstop, number 23, Quinn Mason. Playing first base for the Bears, number 16, Tate Yergi. In right field tonight, number 26, Nick DiCiacco. Doing the catching for the Bears, number 35, Mike Martin. Playing left field, batting ninth, number 33, Justin Wien. We have some changes tonight, Connor, with the Bears lineup. Some slight changes with our leadoff batter and catcher and right field.
Sounds good. Sometimes change is good. Try to get the spark rolling for the Bears. No DH for either team tonight. So this should be a fun, competitive, fast-moving, fast-paced game.
Absolutely. Mike Xanthopoulos, who's pitching tonight for the Bears, has actually swung a hot bat. He's hit some balls in the gaps, has some doubles, and as I like to say, he runs like an angry spider.
Well, the time is 7:10, and the Bears are going to do their little powwow on the mound, and we'll be set to get rolling. We'll take you out to the field. Andy Fisher was set to get things rolling for the Bulldogs.
Andy Fisher's been, seems like playing here forever, but he is a threat to bunt. He has great wheels. Tyler Kreitz is way in on the grass. He's familiar with school ball and Legion ball, and first pitch to Fisher is a ball.
7:10 p.m. First pitch.
Beautiful night here in Bear Stadium.
Next one's also a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. X on to an early jump on Fisher.
Kreitz moves back, but you can never tell with Andy Fisher. He can always lay one down.
And X with the pitch. And that one's going to go over to first base. He'll field it on a hop. And touch first. We have our first out. So Yergi there taking his time, securing the out. And now we'll get Austin Levengood. And Kreitz will move back up to that cutout again as A lot of speed in the top half of Bulldogs lineup.
They do have some wheels, Connor, I'll tell you that.
X will look in to Martin, kick up, and the first pitch. Runs in the dirt, but a great block. 1 ball, no strikes.
Worcester is the returning league champions from last year. Beat the Bears in the final game.
The 1-0. That one's going to go up the middle, and that'll be a single for 11 good. So that'll put a runner on first with 1 out as we get McGinley to the plate.
It's a shortstop, number 17, Riley McGinley. 11 good didn't try to do too much with that. He just stayed back. Nice swing and
Wasn't a
lined
hard
it right
hit,
through the
just
box.
right up the middle. Levingood will take his lead. He's going to run. Ball's going to go to the shortstop. He's going to throw on to first. And they're going to get 1 out, but the runner does advance on to second.
That'll bring up number 28, the second baseman, Josh Fulmer.
So a runner on second, 2 out with Fulmer at the plate.
Two outs here. Xanthopoulos going to try to throw something that he can roll and get out of this inning unscathed.
X gets his signs, comes set, takes a look back at second, and comes home. First pitch is the ball. Xanthopoulos takes a peek in. Nods in agreement with Martin, takes a peek at second, and 1 more, and comes home. Gets him to swing right through that off-speed pitch. 1-1. X from the stretch, comes set, kicks in, delivers. That was a great block by Martin as that ball's a little outside and in the dirt, so we moved to 2-1. And that one's going to go up the middle. Levingood's going to round third. He's going to come home. The throw does come home, and he'll slide in safe as the throw bounces in. So Bulldogs take an early 1-0 lead in the first inning of this one. That's another one right up the middle. Nothing hard, nothing special, just right, no man's land.
Maurer made a close play at the plate there. This will bring up the first baseman, number 27, Andy Bloom.
Bloom also batting from the left side. And the pitch. That's a ball. 1-0. Runner on first, 2 outs. Top of the first inning. Northchester Bulldogs at Bear Stadium. The runner does go. The pitch is out, and the throw goes off of the shortstop. That's going to go into center field. He's going to try for third, and there'll be no throw as he'll be into third safely as he's just capitalizing on the Bears' silly mistakes here in this one. So we'll have 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, and now a runner on third. X will go from the windup, the pitch. Gets Bloom to swing through that one. This will be 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, runner on third. He rocks back, kicks up, and the 2-1. It's a curveball. Thought about it, but he was able to hold, so we'll move to 3-1. And 3-1. That one is fouled right over at the coach at first base, and will roll all the way to the fence. So we'll go full 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Mike Xanthopoulos on the hill for the Bears. And the 3-2. It's a curveball in the dirt, so we'll put runners on the corner for Sickett.
Next is the third baseman, number 9, Brian Sickett. Mason's going to call time and come in and talk to Xanthopoulos, who showed a little emotion after that ball 4. Settle him down a little bit. Nothing hurt. The base was open. We have 2 outs here. Ground ball, fly ball. We're out of the inning.
Yeah, I like that move by Mason there, just calming him down, letting him take his breath, and now focus back, come back and get Sickett. First pitch Sickett is a strike. So whatever he said worked, is X is now locked in.
Absolutely. Quinn Mason, therapist, man.
X from the stretch. The runner goes. The pitch is up. The throw down to second is not in time. He'll be safe, but the runner stays put at third. So no harm done. So we are 1-1 with 2 outs. Runner on second and third. That pitch is up, so we go 2-1. X comes set. The 2-1. That one's going to go over to Kreitz off of his chest. He'll try to make the throw onto first, but it will not be in time as it gets by the first baseman. 2 runs score, and he's safe at first base. So they'll add 2 more onto the total. Bring the other Sickett, Jordan, up to the plate. First pitch to him is a strike. The 0-1. That one's outside and gets away from Martin, but he's able to track it down. 1-1.
Is the catcher, number 24, Jordan Sickett.
Pitch. That one's going to go over to Mason. Mason goes right under his legs. The runner's going to go to third. The throw's going to go into third, and it's over the head of Kreitz. And Sickett goes into second. The other Sickett goes into third. And Norchester just capitalizing on every Bear error here so far in the first inning of this one. Put runners on second and third here with 2 outs for number 23, Dawson Stewart. And Coach Motzel is going to call time here and go try to figure out what's going on, try to settle these guys down.
Coach Moach settled the troops down, and Xanthopoulos, first pitch, swing and a miss.
The sun's going to set just above those trees out there in left field. We're going to throw our glasses on. Hopefully the roof will shield you guys watching on the computer, but if not, just bear with us for a couple more minutes. That one will be outside. So 1-1, 2 outs, runner on second, third. Dawson Stewart at the plate. Mike Xanthopoulos on the hill for the Bears. Bulldogs are on top 3-0 here early in the top of the first. Next pitch is going to be in the dirt. It's going to get by the catcher, but a tough read on that. Sickett couldn't get a jump, so he'll stay put. X will take his time walking back to the mound. He's in the windup. He rocks back. The 2-1 is the ball. Just missing off the outside. We now move 3-1.
Mike Martin head out to the mound to talk with Xanthopoulos. Saw Coach Ettinger letting Martin know something. Not sure what that was about, but maybe that's why he's relaying out to Xanthopoulos. Well, the Bears with 4 errors already in this first inning, Connor, they're going to have to settle down and play some defense the rest of this ball game. They're going to stay in it.
It's true. 3-1. That one's fouled back, so he hangs on, but makes the count full. We are only at the 12-minute mark of this inning, so not too drawn out, not too long.
No, we're not hitting the panic button yet or the eject seat.
Not enough to put anybody out of rhythm, so the 3-2. That one's up, and we'll walk. The bases loaded, and we'll get the pitcher, Cal Andy. Okay. Not Cal Andy.
Okay.
We'll get that to you as soon as we have it. First pitch is a strike.
This is number 29.
Perhaps DHing or
I-
last minute pinch hit there
It's
with
not
the way
on the lineup
with the
card.
direction the game is going. We'll get back to you as soon as we have that. The 0-1 is a strike, so quick 0-2.
That is Ryan Kusick, I would say, is the designated hitter.
We will not know for sure. Bases loaded. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. That's going to go back off of Xanthopoulos' glove. And Ranieri will tag the runner going to second. And that'll end the inning. So the Bears have some work to do. They need to clean things up. They need to get the bats moving. We'll be right back.
Off for Boyertown in the first inning, number 4, Mike Ranieri.
Leading off for the Bears here in the bottom of the first inning, second baseman number 4, Mike Ranieri. Third baseman Brian Sickett's up on the grass, well aware of Ranieri's bunting.
And the 1-0. Those are the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes for Ranieri. Third base just a step behind the cutout. The 2-0. That's a strike, so we move to 2-1.
A pretty good crowd here tonight, Connor.
Oh, it's a beautiful day at Bear Stadium.
Neighborhood rivalry.
The 2-1. That one's going to go over to the shortstop. He goes right under his glove. So the first error for the Bulldogs.
The amount of errors, Connor, equal the amount of hits and runs in this baseball game at 5.
I think this is the most errors we've seen all season, and it's only the first inning.
It is only the first inning.
But Gav Maurer will come to bat now with Ranieri on first and no outs.
It's center fielder number 25, Gavin Maurer. Gavin has started off the season quite hot. See if he can get Ranieri moving here.
First pitch to him is a strike. Third base still around the same spot, just a step behind the cutout. Cal Endy on the hill for the Bulldogs. Ranieri takes a nice size lead. Endy kicks up in the pitch. We see a bunt, but he pulls back and it's a ball. So 1-1 to Maurer. And that sun is coming down right above those trees. Endy will come set. He'll turn over. But back in is Ranieri.
Ranieri takes his lead at first. Maurer digs in. Kreitz is on deck.
Third base way up now after that first flash of the bunt. Pitch comes. It'll be inside. So 2-1 to Maurer.
Maurer can turn on one here. Connor blow right by Sickett at third and put runners on second and third, possibly score Ranieri and roll a ball into that corner.
We'll keep our eye on Ranieri here as he takes that nice size lead again. Endy comes set. He pauses. He kicks up and comes home. That one's going to be a tricky one over the first baseman. They'll turn on to second and get one and not be in time at first. So 1 out as Ranieri is retired. But we'll put Maurer on first.
I was hoping
for Tyler Kreitz.
With the spin that had on there that might be yet another error in this game, but young man at first fielded it well, fired a dart to second, but the speedy Maurer beat it out at first.
The third baseman, Tyler Kreitz. Maurer takes his lead off first. First pitch. It's in the dirt. A great read by Maurer as he's in there safely as he read dirt right away on that one.
Oh, that's where Tyler's got to get the bat on the ball and count Mr. Maurer here. Start pecking away at this 3-0 lead by Norchester.
So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. The pitch. That's called a strike. So we move 1-1. Pitcher Xanthopoulos waits on deck, batting in the cleanup spot today. The 1-1. That one's also a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kreitz. Maurer on second. Endy will look in for his signs, and he'll come set. Take a peek back at second. And 1 more, and come home. And that's going to hit him. So anyway, for Kreitz here is he works himself on, so runners on first and second, 1 out for Mike Xanthopoulos.
Well, the Bears have runners on here, Connor, with the dangerous Mike Xanthopoulos, who's been hitting the ball quite well in this young season. Norchester outfield is not very deep.
Not deep at all.
Wow.
Third base at the cutout of the grass. Runners on first and second. The first pitch to X is a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Bears down 3-0 Norchester Bulldogs. ND comes set. Takes a look at second. One more. And comes home. That
There
one's
it
going to be
is.
trouble in one right up the middle. We'll see if they send him. They're going to hold him a third. And we'll have bases loaded.
Bases are loaded with Bears. For one, Mr. Quinn Mason, our shortstop, number 23.
It's another one. Went right up the middle. Kind of unplayable. No man's land. Not hit too hard, but just straight up the gut. We haven't had any solid hits yet today.
No. Definitely not. But hey, they're all singles in the
Scoreboard
book.
says 2-1 in hits, but I haven't seen any real hits yet.
Well,
No
runs
solid contact.
combination of runs and hits now eclipse the errors.
First pitch Mason, he swings through for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning, bases loaded with Bears. Quinn Mason at the plate. ND comes set, looks around, kicks up in the 0-1. It's a ball in the inside corner. 1-1.
1-1 it is.
Interesting take there, but I guess Mason has the strike zone figured out. ND comes set. He's in the stretch. Kicks up the 1-1. That one's going to go to the shortstop. He flips on to second for 1, on to first.
Safe.
He is safe at first. So a great job there busting down the line. Mason, the Bears are able to get on the board.
Brings up the first baseman, number 16, Tate Yergy.
Batting number 16, Tate Yergy.
So now we have runners on the corner for Tate Yergy. 2 outs.
2 out RBI hits win ball games, Connor. Tate's got it set up for him here.
Your correctness is true. Mason
could say-
takes his lead off first.
We could say good defense, but we have 4 errors.
The pitch. That one's a ball. One ball, no strikes. ND comes set. Pitch to Yergy. Yergy's going to crush that one. Dust foul down the line. As close, but umpire all over it, and no arguments from the Bears. So
Right fielder Nick DeChaco waits on deck, hoping he gets a shot as well.
we have Kreitz on third. Mason on first. Yergy at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cal Endy comes set. The pitch goes home. That one's going to go down third again and just foul again as it's skipping right over the left side of the bag.
He's getting closer.
They're so close. He's on it, ripping them down the line. They're just hopping just a little left. We have 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners stay on the corners. And Yergy's going to try to straighten one out here. He's got the timing down. The runner goes, the pitch. That one's going to go out to left field, drifting foul. Left fielder's going to give chase, but he's going to run out of room. And he stays 1-2. Yergy steps back in the box. The runner goes again. And that one's going to go
There we go,
right in
there we
between the
go.
shortstop and third baseman. And that'll be an RBI single with 2 outs for Tate Yergy as Kreitz scores with ease.
Nice job by Tate Yergy.
Now batting right fielder number 26, Nick DeChaco.
They'll bring Nick DeChaco to the plate. 2 outs, runners on first and second. The Bears are making up for the mistakes in the field.
Yes, they are. That's what they needed.
Hits now even at 2. Bears with 4 errors.
There's more runs out there.
Norchester with 1. Chaco sends that one over to the shortstop. It's kind of a hard play. He
Boots
boots
it.
it. And that'll be another error. I assume we'll wait on the official score on that one. And that is an error.
I think Skinny Moats and the crew are making this field way too nice. They're just normal ground balls that both teams are having troubles with here.
We'll bring Michael Martin to the plate. Bases loaded with Bears again here with 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning. Bears able to get 2 back so far. And I don't think they're done yet.
The Bears are not done yet. The bases are loaded with Bears.
And there's a lot of Bear errors.
Yes, if you add that up, said there's a lot of numbers on the scoreboard. And it is actually 5, 9, 13, 15. And we're in the bottom of the first.
And we're at the bottom of our lineup, and the Bulldogs batted through their lineup as well. So
Yes, indeed. Is a catcher, number 35, Mike Martin.
everybody getting a chance to play here tonight at the stadium. The 1-0. That one's going to go right down the line of third. He calls it foul. I thought he touched it fair, but just a long strike.
It is a long strike. Justin Ween, the left fielder, waits on deck. Single here by Martin could put the Bears ahead 4-3 here in the bottom of the first.
That'd be dangerous. That'd be a great start. A little leverage for Xanthopoulos. Let him get comfortable. Let him get it back in his groove.
Absolutely.
The 1-1. And they say he did. So on the swing, it moves to 1-2. And you can start to see that sun come into your picture now. We promise it won't be much longer. It'll be behind the trees. But until then, you just listen to our voices.
There you go.
Bases loaded. The 1-2. That one's in the dirt, so we move to 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-2's the score.
What do we have? We have DeChaco on first. We have Yergi on second. We have Mason on third.
Martin at the plate.
Martin at the plate. The 2-2. That one's in the dirt. Not enough for Mason to score.
The runners are going to be in motion here.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The runners will be off on the pitch. We'll see how young Michael Martin handles this one.
The Bears are doing their gob with the full count.
The 3-2. That's called strike 3. Right on the outside corner. So the Bears able to get 2 back on 2 Norchester errors and 4 of their own hits. We'll go to the top of the second inning. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Bear Stadium for the top of the second inning. Left fielder Andy Fisher laid down a bunt that Mike Xantopoulos fielded with ease, threw him out. That brings up the center fielder, number 21, Austin Levengood.
First pitch to Levengood is a strike. Kreitz up on the grass at third.
Sorry about the delay. We had one of our female fans came up through the window of the booth to check in with us. Cute little blonde. We have everything figured out now, settled in.
And that pitch is a strike on the outside corner, so no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the 0-2 is a curveball.
Almost.
And he checks, and
Almost.
they're not going to ask for help on it, so that's a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
We are about 10 to 15 minutes away from that sun just being gone.
That
Ripped
one's going to
up
go
the middle.
right past the diving glove of Mason. That'll be a hit. And he'll be first.
That brings up the shortstop, number 17, Ryan McGinley. McGinley is first at bat, grounded out to shortstop Quinn Mason. And that was Austin Levengood's second hit of the ball game, who is on first base for the Bulldogs.
Kreitz stays up on the grass over at third. Levengood takes his lead off. First pitch is a ball.
The Bulldog dugout.
A lot of excitement in the Bulldog dugout.
Yes, indeed.
But the Bears also showing some noise last inning, so the runner will go. He swings to protect.
And that's interference. He walked right in front of him.
Asks for interference help. The ball's going to go to third, and he's going to be safe at third. And he also came off the bag, so we're going to ask about interference here. That was a lot of interference. Let's see if he asks for help. That was awful as the batter just stood right in front of the catcher as he tried to make the throw.
He was right in front of the catcher.
Can't even argue that one. The umpire wants nothing to do with it as he just puts his hand up. So we have a runner on third, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. The pitch is called a ball.
Not sure where that was either, Connor.
Things are getting weird here at Bear Stadium. The 2-1. That one's going to go over to Mason. Mason fields it on a hop, throws on to first, and 1 run does score. But we get 2 outs.
That was Josh Fulmer, the second baseman. I'm sorry, this is Josh Fulmer, number 28, that's up now.
That was McGinley.
I'm sorry, Connor, and all the excitement. I thought that young man struck out, but he grounded out to
That was a ground ball to Mason.
shortstop for
Yep.
the second time.
The run scored on that,
Yes, indeed.
but we were able to secure the second out.
We do have 2 outs, nobody on base.
The sun's almost gone.
Almost.
And the pitch. That one's popped up. Yergi going back. Chaco coming in. Ranieri calls. And Ranieri makes the catch. The inning is over. They do score 1 run on that and added the excitement. And we'll be back. Bears coming to bat.
This leads off the bottom of the second for the Bears. Left fielder number 33, Justin Weand.
The first pitch to him is a strike. We do have word to think there'll be some adjustments to the official scoring, so we'll get that to you when we get a break.
Yes, we will.
A minor adjustment, but
Minor.
in favor of the Bears. The 1-1 to win. Yeah, one's going to be foul right over the grandstand on the first base side. So a long strike it is. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs to win. Mike Ranieri waits on deck. Pitch. It's a curveball.
Run.
It's
He did
dropped,
not
and
run.
he's not having it. So that'll be our first out for Ranieri.
Now batting number 4, Mike Ranieri.
Brings up the second baseman, number 4, Mike Ranieri, who reached on an error his first plate appearance.
Andy from the windup kicks up, and the first pitch. He shows bunt, called a strike. Third base was way up anyway. No balls, 1 strike. Andy the pitch. It's a curveball, called a strike. Looked like it crossed a little high, but we're not allowed to argue up here.
Oh, I don't
The
know
0-2.
about that, Connor.
Is up. And we have 2 outs.
I don't think since Coach Mackey showed his displeasure about what he thought was the catcher's interference, things have not gone well behind the plate.
I agree.
Some may say that's a homer statement, but if you were sitting here watching what we're all watching from our vantage point, you can call that a homer, a hoagie, or whatever you want to call it. Just saying what I see.
The first pitch to Mowers in the dirt for a ball. The 1-0. That one's a ball. We have to wait and make sure we get that
Yes.
correct. I can't make any assumptions up here.
Not with that strike zone.
The 2-0. And that one's going to go to third. It will get past third baseman. Shortstop will not have a play, so Maurer will be on with 2 outs.
That's a single.
We're going to score that a hit.
We're scoring it a hit over here,
I'm
as well
scoring
as
it.
the scoreboard and Rob Zambanini.
Batting number 28, Christ.
I'll bring Kreitz to the plate.
Rob Zambanini is in the press box. He is our official scorekeeper, and he did give the okay to put up a hit on that.
And he
This
comes
is the
set
third
from the
baseman,
stretch.
number 28, Tyler Kreitz.
Maurer
Runner
goes. The pitch is way off.
Oh!
And Maurer's going to stay put at second.
Yeah, that was good backup by the center fielder, Austin Levengood. So there's a runner in scoring position for Kreitz if he can get the ball through the infield here.
Kreitz did a great job of staying in the batter's box there where he's supposed to be, not interfering in any way with the catcher.
He did not step over the plate and end up in the opposite box. You are right.
Though he could have. It probably would have been okay, but
It is legal tonight.
the 0-1 or the 1-0. That one
There's
gets
a
by him.
pass ball.
Maurer's going to go to third. And Kreitz hasn't taken the bat off his shoulder yet.
Not 2-0. He hasn't.
Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. Center field and right field are way in for the Bulldogs.
Yes, they are.
But the Bears haven't given them a reason to back up yet.
That's
so.
true.
Pitch. That one's outside. 3-0 we go. Mike Xanthopoulos waits on deck.
No.
What's that? We have an alumni in Sean Pavlik just walked by.
Sean Pavlik.
The pitch. That's ball 4 and he'll walk day. Old pitcher from the 2013 state championship team.
Yes, it is. Had a great career with Penn State Berks, and had an injury that he rehabbed. He's supposedly coming back, so we wish him all the best.
Coach will come out and have some words with Andy.
It's 4-2 here in the bottom of the second. The Bears are threatening again with runners on first and second, and 2 outs with Mike Xanthopoulos at the plate.
Runners on the corner for X. 2 outs. And a lot of action in the Bulldogs.
Lot of
bullpen.
action out there.
We got 2 guys out there and 1 running out there. So
Running.
we'll have to see what happens here. Maybe
Okay.
the leash is shortening for Andy.
Catcher Jordan Sickett gives the infield their play. Runners on first and third.
The pitch is a strike.
Andy at 44 pitches here in the bottom of the second inning.
The 0-1. It's ball outside.
Kreitz bluffed a steal there.
There's some trickery there, some foolery,
Yes, indeed.
but they don't bite.
They did not.
Good base runner and Maurer over at third, ready to capitalize on any mistakes. The 1-1. That one's in the dirt. So 2-1 we go.
Good hitters count here for Xanthopoulos.
Great hitters count for Xanthopoulos.
Back
Kreitz.
to the Norchester bullpen. There are 2 right-handers warming up.
Kreitz does not go, but X swings through that one, so 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Norchester on top of the Bears, 4-2. We do have runners on the corners for Xanthopoulos, and somebody calls time.
Kreitz wanted to recheck the signs. That looks like that aggravated Coach Moats. They might have had something on there.
Kreitz does go, pitches out, swings through it, strike 3. X shows just a little bit of emotion. We'll go to the top of the third inning. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Bears Stadium here for the top of the third inning. Andy Bloom, the first baseman, number 27 for Norchester, leads off top of the third inning. First pitch a strike. Nice curveball by Mike Xanthopoulos. Andy Bloom walked his first at bat back in the first inning.
X in the windup. Gets his signs from Michael Martin, the 0-1. Gets him to swing to that off-speed pitch. We move to 0-2. The 0-2 from X. It's fouled back off the screen and he hangs on.
Threw it well in on his hands there. Nice to see JT Cooley back in uniform, coming back from an ankle injury. He's not playing tonight, but he is in uniform and in the Bears dugout. Strike.
Swings to that one, drops it, and Martin will throw the tag on. So it's a strikeout for X and the first out of the third inning.
That brings up the third baseman, number 9, Brian Sickett. Sickett reached on one of the Bears' errors in the first inning.
X the first pitch to Sickett. The curveball up. Sickett throws that elbow out just a little bit on the turn, but 1 ball, no strikes.
They'd call him Flipper if he was a Dolphin.
The 1-0. That one's going to go out to left field.
Wien
Wien settles and makes a catch.
That'd be an F7 if you're
And 2
scoring
outs.
at home.
And 2 outs.
2 outs. 2 quick outs.
Batting number 24,
Jordan Sickett, the catcher, comes to the plate. He also reached on air. And speaking of the Bear errors, there has been a change. That first inning, we took away one of the Bear errors and gave the Norchester team a hit. There was a big conference. Everybody came to the conclusion, and the change has been made.
The 0-1 swings to that one. It was a rough one, the one that kind of bounced off the face of Kreitz at third and then was bobbled and misplayed over at first by Yergi. So a hit with 1 error instead of 2. And that's strike 3. The Bears get out of it very quickly.
I don't know, Connor. It seemed like Mr. Xanthopoulos threw with a little bit of different velocity that inning. He came back and definitely had a different approach. He worked ahead, worked very, I would say, steadily, and threw the ball very hard.
Well, we bring you inside the studio now. We have a couple shout-outs and announcements we want to make to everybody watching at home.
Yes, we do have some our shout-outs, which we're going to be known for, I think, by the end of the season. But we do always like to give a shout-out to Leslie and Billy Schmoyer out in Delaware. So we're glad you guys are tuned in and listening, as well as Nick DeChaco in Davie, Florida. Nick's grandson, Nick, plays right field and catches for the Bears. And also, if you have somebody you're looking at to have us give a shout-out to, or you'd like a shout-out, just message us on Facebook, and we'd be more than happy to do that for our third inning shout-out.
We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us.
Bottom of the third inning brings to the plate the shortstop, number 23, Quinn Mason. Quinn ground out to short his first at bat.
Third base way up in the cutout. First pitch to him. He's going to send that to the second
That's
baseman.
trouble.
Charging,
That's trouble.
charging. And it's first out.
That'll be a 4-3.
They'll bring Yergi to the plate.
First baseman number 16, Tate Yergi.
Yergi comes up. Third base way back, and they're going to put a little shift on for Yergi. After he sent 3 down the line last at-bat. Bulldogs reading that. Third baseman called everybody over a little bit.
If he could let an outside pitch get deep, take it to right, he could actually end up with a triple.
And that's a strike, so 1-1.
Tate Yergi had a big single his first at bat, driving in a Bears run with 2 outs.
And the 1-1. That one's off his foot. Trickles into the dugout. So 1-2 with 1 out. Nobody on. Tate Yergi at the plate. Nick DeChaco waits on deck. Andy in the windup. Rocks back, the 1-2. It's outside, but a good block by Sickett.
Evens the count at 2-2.
And the 2-2. That's outside, but he holds.
Good hold on that one. It's definitely a ball away.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Well, nice to see Yergi choke up and put one in play here. And that's ball 4.
That'll bring Nick DeChaco, number 26, our right fielder, to the plate. Chaco rolled a ball to short that shortstop couldn't field for an error. Nick's first at bat. And while we're still in the 3rd inning here, we'd like to give a shout out to the Sarmarinis who are tuned in. So thank you for listening. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves as well as our broadcast.
Yergi takes his lead off first. First pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Andy from the stretch. The pitch is called a strike,
Wow.
but I don't know where that was. A lot of grunts here at the stadium. So we go 1-1 with 1 out and a runner on first.
I didn't even grunt, Connor. I just said, wow.
I heard a lot of wows, Jim. I heard a couple.
That was high and away.
The pitch. That one's in the dirt. So 2-1.
Catcher Mike Martin waits on deck.
Andy comes set. Turns and gives a throw back over to Yergi just to keep an eye on him.
I think they call that a courtesy throw, Connor. The old courtesy throw to first.
Just letting him know he knows he's there.
That's right.
The 2-1. That one's going to go
Back.
right up the middle. Little miscommunication by the
Safe.
midfielders, and he's safe at second.
I'm sure Coach Moach is going to let him know you better be hustling and sliding hard into that bag, not going in standing up. But regardless, Tate Yergi gets there.
And they call it a hit.
They call it a hit.
I call it a hit.
I
too.
call it a hit, too.
Right up the middle. Little miscommunication there by the middle infielders. His second baseman kind of let up, and the shortstop also let up. So
We'll take it.
put runners on first, runner on second, and Sickett's going to call time.
And for the second time, young Mike Martin forgot to pick up the bat left there by Nick DeChaco.
That's 2 in a row.
He's 2 for 2 in that category.
So we have 1 out. Chaco on first. We have
Yergi on second.
Yergi on second.
The
and
Bears
we
have the speed in place.
the 2 Spitfires for the Bears on the base path.
Absolutely.
Sickett way up in the cutout over at third. Wien waits on deck. The pitch. It's a curveball for a strike.
They're 2 singles or a triple away from scoring, Connor. Young Mike Martin struck out his first at bat.
The pitch. It's in the dirt.
kicks
Gets away.
away.
Runners go. Yergi's going. And he's there. Chaco's there. And the wheels on the base path were burning.
Absolutely.
Kind of a lucky kick there for the Bears as it just rolled right up the line. He got away from the catcher.
The fortunate thing is here, if Mike Martin can get a hit here, Bears could potentially tie the ball game here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
There's only 1 out. Chaco takes a nice size lead off second. The pitch is outside, so 2-1. We go to young Michael Martin.
Justin Wien, the left fielder, waits on deck.
And he comes set, takes a peek at third, comes home. That one's going to go at the third baseman. The play comes home. He's going to get in a rundown. And
Safe!
he's called out at home. He's called out at home, and they definitely don't like that here at Bear Stadium. They say they got him on the hip. Martin goes to second, Chaco goes to third, and we now have 2 outs for Justin Wien. So no love from the umpire here tonight.
No. One good thing, we have runners on second and third yet. Justin Wien's up. Still have the potential to tie this baseball game with a base hit.
ND comes set. First pitch to Wien. It's ball low. Mike Ranieri waits on deck. The 1-0. That one's popped up. First baseman calls, makes a catch, and the inning is over. We'll go to the top of the fourth. Bears are down on 4-2.
Welcome back to Bear Stadium. We're in the top of the fourth inning with Norchester coming to bat. Leading off for Norchester will be the right fielder, number 23, Dawson Stewart. While we were on break, Connor and I were discussing possibly getting furniture sponsors for us up here in the booth.
Yeah, if you're out there, you're listening, we're gonna name the booth you're choosing. We'll say it a couple times a game.
Repeatedly.
Say it every inning if that's what you wish.
Absolutely.
We can get some nice recliners.
First pitch is a strike.
And an endless supply of Bear Burgers.
Absolutely, it is Bear Burger Inning. So if there's anybody out there listening in the stands that would like to bring us Bear Burgers, we would take 4. We do not have pretzels tonight. The pretzel machine is down again.
And that one's a strike, so we move 1 ball, 2 strikes, and no out.
I do have to say that if Betty was back, not retired, Betty would not let that machine break.
We do have an offer for Philly pretzels, so if anybody can
Ground
top
ball
that.
to Kreitz at third. He gets around it, throws to first, and Yergi can't hold on to it.
Great play by Kreitz there on the backhand, right over the bag. Throws on to first, but Yergi not able to pick it out. Should have been fairly routine, but they call that an error.
Ryan Kusick comes to the plate, the designated hitter.
Kreitz way up over at third now with Kusick. Runner on first, no outs. X comes set. The pitch comes home. It is a bunt, and that one goes backwards, so it'll be a strike.
So the Bears' defensive woes continue here in the top of the fourth inning.
5 errors for the Bears, 2 for the Bulldogs, even at 4 hits. And he will square early. Kreitz comes way up. The pitch comes, and that's called a ball, and X is not very happy. I'm not very happy either. The 1-1. That one's going to go right up. Martin's going to throw on to first, and he'll get the out. A lot of emotion from Xanthopoulos right now.
I would say so. I would say that's a lot of emotion. Oh, my.
But that's all right. He has a right to be fired up. That was a questionable pitch, and Martin able to get him the out there. So with 1 out, runner on second. We'll go back to the top of the lineup with Andy Fisher.
You got to watch here for Fisher dropping a bunt down, relying on his quick feet.
Kreitz is on the angle, and somebody calls time. And X is not going to be happy about that. X comes set. And the pitch. I'm not really sure where that missed, and X isn't happy about it either, but it's ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on second, top of the 4th inning. Wow. A lot of frustration here in the stadium.
Wow.
The pitch. Now that one's a strike.
Huh.
I can't figure it out. I can't get a read on it. If somebody out there can, please let us know. But this is a ever-changing strike zone. It's hard to get a read on. The 1-1. That one's fouled back right at the mesh, so we go 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Fisher at the plate, runner on second. Xanthopoulos looking in for his signs. X will nod in agreement with Martin and come set. The 1-2. That one's going to go right off the glove of Mason and into left field. We'll see how they score, but we'll have runners on the corner nonetheless. They call it a hit. So a single for Fisher there puts runners on the corner for number 21, Austin Levingood.
Levingood's been hot tonight. He has back-to-back singles in his first 2 plate appearances. Norchester has runners on the corners. The Bears cannot afford to go any deeper in the hole. They're only down 4-2 here, but
I
they need to keep
somebody's going to have to talk to X here soon. He's got a lot of emotion. And if he can't channel that in here, he's going to lose control a little bit. So
yes, indeed.
Somebody's going to need to show some veteran presence here and try to give him a second to breathe. The runner does go. That one's over into the hole. 1 run scores. Fisher's going to go to third. He'll be into third. And then he's going to go to second. Throw into second. We'll get him. So he'll be out trying to stretch that on the throw. So we'll have 2 outs. And 1 run does score on the play.
Austin Levingood 3 for 3 on the night, but tried to get a little greedy there and got thrown out by Kreitz at second base. So the Bears have 2 outs here, down 3 runs in the top of the 4th inning. Brings to the plate Riley McGinley. Riley has grounded out twice to Quinn Mason at short and swings through the first offering by Xanthopoulos. Xanthopoulos goes ahead 1-0-1.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bulldogs now on top 5-2 with a runner on third. The 0-1. There's a ball up. A lot of noise coming from the Norchester side of the stadium tonight.
Yes, indeed.
A lot of things happen to be going their way. The 1-1. That one's popped up. Ranieri's going out. DeChaco coming in. DeChaco will fall right in front of. So a run will score. And we'll see how they score that one, as that one was another tough one there.
Hey, score that a hit, Connor.
It was kind of no man's land there. Kind of miscommunication and a lot of scrambling for the Bears. So
Brings
scores
up
the run.
second baseman number 28, Josh Fulmer. Fulmer has singled and popped up to Ranieri at shortstop his last at bat, or second base. Excuse me.
First pitch is a strike.
So Norchester goes up 6-2.
And the 0-1 runner does go. The pitch. He gets him. So thrown out at second. Great job by Michael Martin on to Mike Ranieri. And the damage is done. 6-2 will go to the bottom of the 4th.
Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Bears, second baseman, number 4, Mike Ranieri. Bears are down 6-2 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Third base way up for the Bulldogs. Maurer waits on deck. Third base way up in the grass. First pitch to Ranieri is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. If I'm Ranieri, I'm going to try to get on this one and smack that right by the third baseman.
I would too. But I do agree with the umpire with that call. It definitely did bounce in for a ball.
I think it was a ball.
Yes.
We have to wait and make sure we get that officially, but yes. That one's a strike. 1-1.
That was down the tubes.
Now he goes. Now he goes.
Michael is set. 1-1 count.
Third base still up, and he kicks up, and the 1-1. So curveball, he sends that one to center. Center field will squeeze it for the first out.
I think they call that an Adam ball, right, Adam?
Right at him.
Brings up our center fielder, number 25, Gavin Maurer. Maurer has grounded out to first base and singled his last plate appearance. We have Tyler Kreitz waiting on deck, who has been hit by a pitch and walked. Let's see if Bears can get some. Tyler Kreitz to the plate. By a pitch and walked. Pitcher Mike Xanthopoulos waits on deck.
Pitch. It's a strike. The 0-1. That's a ball outside.
One to count. 2 outs here for the Bears in the bottom of the 4th inning. And he's still on the mound for Norchester.
The 1-1. Curveball. For a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I think they call that up.
I call it up. I'm not always right. And that one's called a ball. And then he's going to take a little walk here.
I don't think Andy agreed with that pitch.
And he does a better job of holding his emotions. The 3-1. That's ball 4. And Kreitz draws a walk. Bring the pitcher Mike X to the plate.
Kreitz walk for a second time in a row here. He's reached base safely 3 times. That brings Mike Xanthopoulos to the plate, who was singled and struck out his last at bat.
Kreitz takes a nice lead off of first. 2 outs. The pitch. It's right at the on-deck batter, Quinn Mason there, but able to turn out of the way. So the first strike, no balls, 1 strike. Kreitz takes his lead, the 0-1. X swings to that one. It's no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. ND comes set. The 0-2. That one's going to go over. First baseman drifting. Throw goes on to Endy. And that'll end the 4th inning. We're going to bring you in the studio for some schedule updates and changes. Jim.
Yes, Connor. We have the Bears' upcoming schedule. There are a couple of changes. On Saturday at 2 o'clock, the Bears will travel to West Lawn to make up the rain game. And then they will come home. They actually have a way home doubleheader. They'll take on Yardley here at Bear Stadium at 7 o'clock on Saturday night. Sunday, the Bears will travel to Conestoga for a 1 o'clock matchup with Conestoga. And the 4 o'clock or 4:30 game versus Daniel Boone has been postponed due to Daniel Boone making the state tournament. For the Badgers, the 16U team, on Saturday, the Badgers take on Exeter here at Bear Stadium at 12 o'clock.
Thank you for the updates, Jim. We'll be right back.
As we get ready for the top of the 5th inning, in between innings, Coach Motes had a visit with the home plate umpire, and Coach Harrison from Norchester also came out and had a few words to say, so we don't know what that was about. But leading off,
Just trying to get some consistency.
I would think so, Connor.
The umpire's not doing a bad job. It's just an inconsistent job. If he's going to call that one up and away, then he should consistently call that one up and away.
Yeah, I agree. As that one down the tube should be a strike. I don't know where that was.
So 1 ball here. And that one also goes seemingly down the middle. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Second baseman number 28, Josh Fulmer at the plate. He singled and popped out to Mike Ranieri at second base, his last at bat.
And X does not like when these batters keep calling time in the middle of his windup.
No.
And the umpire keeps granting it to him, so
Well,
X put some gas on that one in the exact same location, and that one will be a strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 from X.
You watch a movie by Denzel Washington
That's a
was
ball.
in called Deja Vu. Those
Okay.
first 3 pitches, Connor, I would call Deja Vu because it was the same thing, but 2 were called a ball, 1 was called a strike.
And the 3-1, and that's a strike. So full count here, as we'll see what X does, how he handles this.
Mike's got to bear down here and throw to contact. There it is.
And that's, wow. Okay, ball 4. And Kreitz is going to call time and go talk to X and try to settle the nerves.
There's your senior leadership.
A little veteran presence there by Kreitz. And X kind of shushes him away a little bit, but
That is X. You're going to get that when you go out to visit him on the mound.
I think he wants to get back to work. He doesn't want to talk about it.
He is a man of emotions, and he wears them on his sleeve.
So runner on first here for number 27,
Andy Bloom.
And that one's going to go out to Wien. Wien on the run, over his head. Runner's going to round second. He's going to go home. 1 run's going to score. And the throw comes into the cutoff man. The throw down to second is not in time. So 1 run scores on the double by Bloom. Right over the head of Justin Wien out there in left field. And again, the frustration for the Bears.
I would say that was a double. That brings up Brian Sickett, the third baseman.
And it looks like Trevor Waldman's going to head out to the pen for the Bears.
Connor, what did Josh Fulmer do? His at bat.
Pitch is a strike. X from the stretch. Sickett squaring to bunt. Crate's on the angle. First base is way up. Bunt does go down third base. Crate's coming in. Throws on to first and gets that out. The runner will advance to third, and the sacrifice is successful. The pitch, and that one fouls, hit somebody,
Thank you.
and the umpire will give a new ball to X as Martin just kind of has to shake that one off. Mackey and Doc creeping out of the dugout.
Yeah, that was pretty square there, kind of. That's sort of like just being punched square in the face. Thankless job back there behind the plate. Everybody shows some sportsmanship, gives young Mike Martin some time to shake the cobwebs here.
And Kreitz heads back over to the mound again.
I wonder what they're going to talk about here.
Fixes up the mound for him a little, tells him a joke, makes him smile.
Imagine that.
I'm not sure I would want to hear a joke from Kreitz right now, but we have a runner on third. The infield's up. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The pitch. That one's going to go to center. Incoming Maurer. Maurer catches the ball. The throw comes into the cutoff, and it skips away. But we're all right, as the out is successful, and they prevent the sacrifice.
So that'll be an F8.
2 outs.
2 outs, and Dawson Stewart, the right fielder for Norchester, comes up. Dawson walked his first at bat, followed by an error.
X, the first pitch, is a strike. The 0-1. That one's going to go. Mason calls. Makes the catch for the third out. So the Bears coming to bat. They're down 7-2. Trevor Waldman in the pen for the Bears. We'll be right back. Back here, bottom of the 5th inning, Quinn Mason leads things off for the Bears. Bears with 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 Norchester errors. The pitch is outside for a ball. Bulldogs, 7 runs on 8 hits and 5 Bear errors. Tate Yergy waits on deck. The first pitch, it's a strike, so we go 1-1. Second pitch, 1-1. Mason steps back in, and he'll call time.
I'm back, Connor. I was out in the stands trying to recruit some bear burgers and possibly some comfortable furniture for us for sponsorship in the booth.
That one goes foul down the right side. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Quinn Mason.
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 Mason. Oh, Mason.
Mason.
I'm sure Mr. Sermarini is chuckling right now with our Masons.
The 1-2 bounces away from the catcher. We even up at 2-2.
Quinn Mason tonight has grounded out to shortstop and second base.
2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. The pitch is outside. 3-2 we go. The pitch. Ball 4. Mason
right.
takes it down.
Here we go.
We do have confirmation. The Sermarinis are chuckling.
I'm happy that somebody is happy.
We aim to please here.
Even with 7 errors on the board, we are here to please.
You know, bringing the voice of the Bears here to all across the world. Mason takes that nice size lead. Put the little shift on Yergi again. First pitch. He sends that one right back into the parking lot. And I heard it bounce, so I think all cars are pretty safe.
They're safe. They may just get a ding from a bounce hit, but don't
Not
have to
nearly
worry about
as bad as the direct
hit.
contact.
Yes.
Mason takes the lead. No balls, 1 strike, no out. Runner on first, the pitch. That one will be fouled right up the line. So 0-2 we move.
Coach Moats trying to give some encouragement to Tate Yergi. Tate has singled and walked so far tonight, has an RBI to his credit. He's in the hole here, 0-2 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mason on first, nobody out.
The 0-2. That one's popped up. I believe it's going to bounce on top of us.
The catcher
Oh, it missed us.
had no idea. The umpire had, well, we know, no idea. So we stay at 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on first. Nick DeChaco waits on deck. And Cal Endy's still on the hill for the Bulldogs.
I think he's nearing 300 pitches.
The pitch is
by
outside, gets
him.
away, and Mason will take second standing. So 1-2 now with a runner on second.
I think I saw that in the Nashville-Pittsburgh game the other night, right through the 5-hole on a sliding attempt at a save.
I think I saw that in the Stanley Cup playoffs last night as well.
That's what I meant. What did I say? I said Pittsburgh-Nashville.
Oh, did you?
I think I did.
Oh, I missed that. I'm
We'll
sorry.
have to listen to this again to figure that out, I guess. Unless Sermarinis want to text us, let us know what the heck's going on. There's one.
And the runner goes.
Second's having a tough time.
Sermarinis have offered to get us some new chairs.
They have offered.
They have offered.
Wow.
They
What?
said perhaps some swivel desk chairs.
Swivel desk chairs. That would be wonderful.
Mason on third, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Yergi.
So I
No
know
out
they-
still.
I know they've been in the press box, and I am sitting on 5 cushions.
The 2-2.
On
That's
a
in
metal
the dirt.
chair.
We move 3-2. I'm sitting on a solid steel right now.
Well, here's an Alvernia 1/2 inch foam pad. If you'd like it, it's plastic. It will make your butt nice and taut. That's what we like here in the dead of June.
Oh, it's nice vinyl. My legs will be sticking to it here in a second. So, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's called strike 3.
Strike 3 called in the dirt. I don't know how Yergi laid off of that one.
Now batting number 26, Nick DeChaco.
Nick DeChaco comes up with 1 out. Mason staying on second.
Mason's on third.
Mason's on third. Well, my blood sugar is down, Connor. Nobody has brought us any bear burgers.
What
or
would cure that, Jim?
a bear burger?
A bear burger.
Yes.
We should have a dumb waiter from here to the concession stand.
I would agree with that.
So 1. It's in the dirt, so we move 1-1. Great.
Katie Zampanini did go down and offered to pick us up some food, but we're waiting on our fans to come through for us.
Jim. I don't think it's appropriate to call her a dumb waiter. Okay. The kind waitress. That one's going to go out to center field. Center field on the run. Makes the catch. Throw comes into the cutoff man, past the cutoff man, and blocked by the catcher.
That brings up number 35, the catcher Mike Martin.
So 2 outs, runner stays on third, and the young Michael Martin to the plate.
Now batting number 35, Mike Martin.
That was hit a lot better off the bat there. The center fielder just kept coming in. I guess in softball we would have had to put down an F10.
We saw Shane Horrocks getting loose under the third base grandstand, hitting some balls off the tee. Maybe we'll see him in an appearance.
He might be pinch hitting for one Justin Wind.
That one's going to be fouled off. They got a piece of somebody as the catcher goes down.
I think that somebody is the catcher, Jordan Sickett.
And he's holding,
He might have gotten dirt in his eye.
fixing
more
his
than,
face up there. Yeah, umpire will take some time.
Yeah, I don't think the young man's hurt at all. I think he actually got something in his eye. Well, the umpire's talking to Cal Andy, giving Sickett some time here. And Horrocks is on deck. Bears have 2 outs, runner on third here in the bottom of the 5th inning, down 7-2. Be nice to see this run come across. Cut the gap. The Bears do have 3 at-bats remaining.
The pitch. It's blocked. 1-1.
Sickett is getting his workout behind the dish for Dorchester tonight.
Both catchers doing a nice job today. 1-1, 2 outs. Runner on third. The 1-1. Swings through that one. 1-2. The 1-2 with 2 outs. That one's by the
There's
catcher.
the run we need.
Coming home, and the run will score.
Seven to 3. Let's see if the Bears can get some 2-out lightning here and maybe squeak out another run or two and make things interesting for the 6th and 7th.
It's all about those squeakers.
Yes, indeed.
It's the silent ones that are the most deadly. A 2-2 with 2 outs. It's outside. We move 3-2.
Half of the Dorchester fielders were heading to the dugout on that pitch. Full count, 2 outs. Mike Martin.
Endy from the windup kicks up. The pitch is up, ball 4. And the infield taking a couple steps towards the dugout on that. And we'll get a pinch
We have
hitter
a
in Shane
pinch
Horrocks.
hitter, Shane Horrocks, hitting for Justin Wayne.
Pitch hitting for the Bears, number 30, Shane Horrocks.
So runner on first with 2 outs for Horrocks.
Horrocks is a left-handed hitter.
Endy in the stretch, comes set. The pitch. First pitch to Horrocks is a strike. It's a strike. This is only a 7-inning game tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Bears running out of time. They need to start capitalizing here with a little rally at the pitch. So in the dirt for a ball. 1-1 to Horrocks.
Well, this would be the opportunity. Even with 2 outs, it seems like Cal Endy is tiring. He has thrown a tremendous amount of pitches.
The bullpen is now empty for the Bulldogs.
Yes.
And the bullpen for the Bears is just resting up against the fence, awaiting their instructions. The 1-1 is called a strike, so we move 1-2. Horrocks needs to choke up and protect here, needs to be smart. So we know anything close can and will be called a strike. Or not. Endy comes set. Runner goes, the 1-2. That
There
one's
it is, in
right
the
into
gap.
the gap. Martin's
Right in
going
the
to go to
gap.
third. That one's going to roll all the way to the fence. Martin's going to score. Horrocks is going to go to third. And Horrocks is into third safely with a triple. So Bears do score 1 run. Young Shane Horrocks with a triple.
With a triple.
Oh, you got to love it. That's exciting. And now the coach is going to come out, have a word. And it looks like we are going to have a change.
Yes, we are.
So we'll go to our screen. And we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Bear Stadium. We had a pitching change. Taking the mound for Norchester is number 25, Ben Hackett.
Hackett, another right-hander. The Bulldogs, so we have a runner on third, 2 outs. We have Michael Ranieri at the plate. Gavin Maurer waits on deck. First pitch.
I think it's... This young man's name is actually Hacken. Hakun.
Oh, Hackun.
Hackun.
Oh, Hackun. That one was a curveball up, but it was called a strike. So, no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to Ranieri. Hacken looks in, comes set, takes a look at third, and comes home. That one's fouled off by Ranieri.
Yeah, swing by Ranieri.
So, no balls, 2 strikes.
Mike Ranieri has reached on an error, struck out, and has flied out to center field. This would be a great opportunity for Mike Ranieri to get his first base hit tonight and bring in Horrocks from third.
Ranieri way choked up on that bat here, 0-2. The pitch is outside. So 1-2. That was a great at-bat by Horrocks.
Yes, it was.
He let that one travel in, sent that to right center field, and it just kept rolling. Scored a run, and good job there for Horrocks. That one's going to be inside. Ranieri's going to chop that over to first. That's going to bounce off the bag, and it's called fair. I'm sure he's going to hear about that one as he did not move out of the box. But we'll be right back with the 6th.
Welcome back to Bear Stadium. We're here under the lights for Boyertown Norchester. We're in the top of the 6th inning, and the designated hitter number 29, Ryan Kusick, leads off for Norchester. Taking over in left field for the Bears, number 30,
Shane Horrocks.
Shane Horrocks. Big triple for Horrocks in the bottom half.
First pitch is a strike to Cusick.
Kusick.
Cusick.
Andy Fisher's waiting on deck for Norchester.
The 0-1. That one's going to go over to Ranieri. Ranieri fields it on a hop, throws on the first, and the first out is recorded.
I'm going to score that 4-3 counter.
I would.
Alrighty then.
Be silly if you didn't.
That brings up the left fielder, number 14, Andy Fisher. Kreitz comes in on the grass as usual with Fisher at the plate. Fisher has grounded out to the pitcher. Popped up to first, grounded out to the pitcher, and singled his last at bat.
X the pitch. Is a strike. So 1-1. Norchester continues to get louder and louder in their dugout.
They are antagonizing Xanthopoulos. Something terrible tonight.
The 1-1. That one's popped up. Kreitz settling, and makes the catch.
That would be an F5.
So 2 outs we have here, top of the 6th inning.
Now batting number 21, Austin Levengood.
Brings
11.
number 21, Austin Levengood to the plate.
Yes, the center fielder is 3 for 3 tonight with 3 straight singles. See if Xanthopoulos can put him in the books here for out number 3 and get the Bear bats going in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
X from the windup. The first pitch is a strike. Need Martin to squeeze that one as we have some grunts there, but
Now
strike
the
nonetheless.
Norchester fans are getting antsy.
I'm getting antsy.
That's just our blood sugar's low because we've been on Bear Burgers.
This is true. Here's a bag of pretzels and an iced tea right now. It's getting kind of obnoxious and a little silly over there in the dugout.
Yeah.
The 0-1. That one's fouled back, so we go 0-2.
What is that movie when he tells him to hit the bear? Hit the moose? What is that movie? When he hits the mascot. Way back.
I'm not as old as you, Jim. The 0-2 is a ball up. Move 1 and 2.
Good call.
Give me some other hints here. I don't.
Kevin Costner movie, I believe.
Oh boy.
Was it Costner?
If you have the answer to today's trivia question, please text us in.
Yes, please do.
Sir Marinis, if you're at home there, you can help us out. I do have another trivia question for the next inning for you to ponder, but
All right.
we'll wait for this. The 1-2. That one's popped up. Yergi going, DeChaco going, Ranieri going. On a slide, DeChaco will not make the catch, and it's just foul, so we'll stay 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I can give you the question now, and we can go over the answer next inning.
I am undefeated on the trivia question.
The question is, can you name 2 former Bears that wore the number 23? 2 past Bears that wore the number 23. And we'll go to the answer for that. The 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Martin's going to throw on to first and gets the out. We'll be right back with the answer to our trivia question.
All right. Levengood in the books. Leading off in the bottom of the 6th inning for the Bears, number 25, the center fielder, Gavin Maurer.
Jim, do you have an answer to the trivia question?
I'm going with Noel Saylor as my first player. And then I'm going to go with Mike Zemak, who changed from 23 to, I believe, 7. But there is a Brandon Mason that wore 23.
Those were not my answers, but they are correct answers. My answers were going to be number 23, Cameron Ferrari, and number 23, Tyler Bauman. Those were my 2 answers. They're fairly recent answers, but those are my 2 answers. As the next pitch to Maurer is a strike, so 2-2.
2-2. I'm getting text messages from people out in the stands that are angry because they think I'm stealing their answers, but Bobby Snyder from 1982
and that's a
wore
strike.
23. So we have multiple answers. So the people in the stands might want to get us a bear burger rather than badgering us.
Oh, and we do have a submission from Mrs. Ferrari, and she has the same answers I did with Cameron and Tyler.
That brings up Bears third baseman number 28, Tyler Kreitz, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Somehow that was a strike in the other batter's box, but we're going to ignore that for now.
Hey, there's no fun in arguing anymore, Jim.
No.
The 0-1 with 1 out. And the catcher is just grabbing those and pulling them right into the strike zone, and the umpire's buying it. So 0-2 we go.
Well, Kreitz has to be aware of that here and protect anywhere toes to chin.
The 0-2. And that's a called strike 3 in the other batter's box. And Kreitz had some words for him, but that was awful. That, in the other batter's box, that's absurd. But we now have 2 outs and Mike X at the plate.
The plate's a strike, not the white lines in the box.
The pitch is in the same place as the last 3, and it's called a ball.
What did Maurer do? Strike out?
Swinging. The 1-0. It's fouled off by X. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Mike Xanthopoulos is hungry here to connect with the baseball, taking some ferocious swings.
The 1-1. That's outside. Oh, in a very similar spot to the last couple. 2 balls, 1 strike.
I'm going to make a suggestion to play 3 blind mice in the in-between innings here because
The 2-1. That one's fouled off. 2-2 we go.
I can't sit up here in a box and watch this and decipher what's a strike and a ball, let alone being a batter up at the plate trying to do the same.
I couldn't imagine trying to stand in the batter's box during this. But 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base, and the pitch to X. This catcher is just pulling them right into the strike zone.
Yeah, he's not even subtly turning his glove.
No, usually they'll let the catcher get away with a little turn of the glove, but this kid is just ripping them in.
Like he's swatting at flies.
The 3-2, and he's able to foul that one off. That's into the parking lot. I didn't hear anything, so we hope all is well.
I don't think the Bears ball boys are moving on that one.
The 3-2.
They got
That one's going to go into left field.
Oh, no. The angry spider is on the bases.
And X is going to stay put at first. And we'll get the current number 23, Quinn Mason, to the plate. And we might get a pinch runner here, as we're going to pinch run with Chris Davis. And he's going to run for Mike X. No, I believe that's Sean Sutterby. 29 is Sean Sutterby running at first.
That is Sean Sutterby, number 29.
Looks very similar to Davis. That's why I got a little confused there. But Sutterby will be running on first. Mason at the plate. Xanthopoulos Day will be done. Now he can just go relax and dug out and hope his offense can help him out a little bit here. Throw over to first. Is going to get by the first baseman. Sutterby is going to go to second. And he'll be in second. is able to capitalize right away.
There's an
As
RBI.
the saying is always true, player you put in the game gets action right away. So
Well, it's an RBI sitting there for Mason if he can get the ball through the infield. Sutterby has half decent wheels.
Sutterby takes his lead off second. The pitch comes home, and that's called a strike. Crossing right over that white line, that chalk line that they work so hard to put in the front of the batter's box. And
Skinny Screw worked real hard. I saw him do it twice today.
I think it's got a lot of use today, so it's kind of worn away. It's hard to tell, but
Yeah.
we know it's there. They'll turn and throw back over to Sutterby, and that one will bounce in. So some uncontrollable pickoffs here by the pitcher for Norchester. So Hacken really worried about the base runners here. Even though there are 2 outs, no balls, 1 strike. Sutterby on second. The 0-1. That one is up. So Mason doing a nice job here. Now the Bears dugout makes a little noise. And Tyler Kreitz is saying some things. The pitch. That one's in the dirt.
Things are getting tested
Things
here
are-
at Blair Stadium.
There's
Very normal, quiet.
a lot of noise coming from both ends of things right now.
Yes, indeed.
Sutterby takes his lead off second. 2 balls, 1 strike, and they'll step off.
He chose not to throw that one. I couldn't imagine another bounce throw to the bases.
And everything seems to be settling down a little bit here. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Norchester's on top 7-4. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Sutterby on second. The pitch to Mason is fouled off, so we even up at 2-2.
I want to give a shout out to the Bears bus driver, Pam Little. Pam Little's tuned in tonight.
Pam,
and
thank you for joining us.
The movie is Bull Durham that I was referring to. I was
Did she give you that answer?
well. I already heard the answer, but she did fill me in so
Aw,
nicely.
Thank you, Pam.
We do thank you, Pam.
The 2-2. That one's going to
There
go
it
out
is.
to right
There
field.
it is. We're gonna play
Sutterby's
the
going to
plate.
come around third. Sutterby's coming home, and he'll be in.
And that makes it 7-5.
So the Bears coming back.
7-5
A single there by
now.
Quinn Mason.
My reference out there, Pam, to hit the bull. The Norchester dugout was quite loud and getting on Xanthopoulos really bad, and that's what came to my mind. Hit the bull. So, but I do thank you
Well,
for the input there.
If we're doing shout-outs, I'd like to send a shout-out to Cleveland, Ohio. We have one Elizabeth Nardi tuning in. She told us we sounded good this evening, so
Well,
shout-out
thank
to
you,
her.
Elizabeth. All the way from Ohio,
Cleveland, yeah.
Cleveland. Basketball games on tonight. We do have the basketball game.
Basketball games are on tonight. Is your arm getting tired? They seem to be
The-
antagonizing from the bullpen.
This is
Mason
getting-
takes his lead off first. The pitch. He swings to that one for a strike. Yergi's at the plate right now, 1-1 with 2 outs and a runner on first.
Chaco's waiting on deck here. Bears are down 7-5 now here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Just being out hit only 8-7. This is a tight ball game.
The 1-1 runner goes, pitch is out. The throw on to second is over the head of Mason. So we have a runner on second now. Mason slid a little early there, had to swim a little bit, but gets there nonetheless.
Yergi has singled with an RBI, walked and struck out his last at bat, but he does have another opportunity here with 2 strikes to bring the Bears within 1.
Mason takes his lead off second. The 2-1 is a strike.
That was right down the fun spot. Coach Moach is letting them know it.
It's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yergi digs in here.
The pitch. Swings through that one, strike 3. And now the Bears will have to work. We'll get with you the new pitcher and any updates we have right after this.
Well, we're back here at Bear Stadium for the 7th inning. Trevor Waldman, number 32, takes over for Mike Xanthopoulos on the mound. Lefty talks to Tyler Kreitz, his third baseman, about everything. Number 17, Ryan McKinley, the Norchester shortstop, steps in. McKinley has grounded out to shortstop twice and singled his last at bat.
Waldman's going to be looking to work quickly here and let his guys get back to the bats. We see
There's
a bunt.
a bunt.
That one's going to go right down the line, and Tyler will wait for it to go foul. So good job there by Kreitz as we secure the strike. So no balls, one strike, no outs. As we are in the top of the 7th inning. Approaching the 2-hour mark of this game. We're about 3 minutes away from 2 hours. Kreitz up on the cutout of the grass. That one's going to go to the shortstop. Mason throws on to first. He gets the out.
That's 6-3 again. That's 3 times he's ground out to Quinn Mason. I guess Quinn has proven he can field his ground balls.
So 1 out.
I hope the Submarinis get his chairs. My knob just fell off.
Don't you hate that?
You hate when your knob falls off. Anywho,
Moving
that brings
on.
up Josh Fulmer, the second baseman, who has singled, popped up to second base, and walked his last appearance.
First pitch is a curveball for a strike.
That was a nice looking pitch by Mr. Trevor Waldman.
Kreitz just a step behind the bag over at third. Waldman in the windup. The 0-1. That one's fouled back, but squeezed by Martin. So 0-2.
So this shout out we gave to Cleveland, Ohio. Any chances of getting some tickets from this person? Does she have any pool for that?
What are you trying to see? You trying to see the playoffs?
That would be the NBA Finals, but
Yeah,
sure.
too. Still playoffs. That one's going to go to right. Chaco coming in. Makes a catch.
Oh, he
Two
just
quick
glided
outs.
under that. He looked like he was on one of those fan boats out there in the Everglades, like from Davie, Florida.
From Davie, Florida.
Davie, Florida.
She actually she has no pool with the Cavs, but she has Indians pool. So
Indians
we
pool.
can get some Indians tickets. They make that to the distance.
Well, I have some Cavs pool in the booth and also some Indians pool.
I can get you some.
I have some pool.
Pool is good. Pool's better than push. The 0-0.
That is
That
a
one's
shot to get.
right over the head of Mason, so I'll have a runner on first.
So we'll have to wait to hear from the Surmarinis. Back to the knob on my chair that I was referring to is those little rubber stoppers on the bottom that continuously come off. So we
You just gotta, tweak it around a little bit.
I'm a rocker. I like to rock back and forth, back and forth. And sometimes it just falls out. But
The pitch is a strike. Left-handed Waldman. He does have a nice pickoff move. We do have 2 outs, so he's not too worried about the runner here. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs, runners on first.
this is Brian sick. He is singled, flew out to left, and ground out to Kreitz at third. Swings
Gets
through
some
that
swing
one.
through that one. So we go 0-2. Just got a message update from the Surmarinis. He said, "Don't worry about your knob." He said they'll take care of it. They have some replacements they'll help us out with.
He is the man.
So 0-2, the pitch. That one's going to go right past the diving glove of Mason. So single there for second. Put runners on first and second.
2 outs, though, Cameron. 2 outs, not a problem here. Trevor Waldman's just got to pitch to contact, let his defense, who has settled down tremendously since the first and second innings.
My name's Connor. It's nice to meet you, Jim.
What'd I say?
You said Cameron.
Oh,
That's all right.
Cameron, Connor, same thing.
They're very similar. Travis, Tyler.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I
get
don't know
that.
why any parent would name their kids the same name that starts with the same letter.
It's absurd. You're setting up for failure. You really are.
Trust me. This brings up number 24, Jordan Sickett, the catcher.
Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The pitch. That one's popped up. Martin will give chase, but it bounces right on our head. If you're just joining us, you've missed a good one here at Bear Stadium. 7-5, Bears are down. Waldman on the hill. Lots of excitement, a couple errors, and capitalizing on the small ball mistakes. That one's going to be a shot. That one's going to go left center field. Going back is Maurer. And Maurer will not make the catch. It bounces the wall. Run's going to score. Another run is coming around, and he's going to hold up at second as they add 2 runs to the total on that long ball. Be 9-5 now. As he just crushed that one out to left center, right in front of the Freed's Market sign. Brings Stewart to the plate. Runner on second. Waldman comes set. First pitch. It's a curveball, center field. Maurer on the run. Bounces in front of Maurer and gets by him, so another run's going to score. He's going to go to second. The throw goes into the cutoff man, and he's in, standing up. We'll have to get you the updates on that, but another run scores, and we go to double digits now for the Bulldogs.
Take care.
Pitch. It's fouled back to the screen. No balls, 1 strike. It's now 10-5 here in the top of the 7th inning. Bulldogs did that on 11 hits and 6 Bear errors. Now 6 Bear errors.
And Dorchester Bulldogs have 12 hits, not 11.
My apologies. I'm just reading the scoreboard.
I understand.
But it's that Nick DeChaco over there that's just
Our scoreboard operator.
causing problems. I believe that's DeChaco the third.
No.
No?
No. Oh.
Yes.
Yes, you
On
are
the
right.
board,
Yeah.
it's DeChaco the third.
Trickery.
That one's a ball, so we go 2-1. He was slacking there in the hit column, but that's all right.
Dorchester dugout is still carrying on.
The 2-1. That one's going to go out to Nick
Oh,
DeChaco. And on the slide, makes
Nice.
the catch.
Nice catch.
The damage is done. There's 3 runs on 4 hits, and I believe 1 Bear error. We'll be back. Bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Bears.
Welcome back to Bears Stadium. Here we are in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bears down 10-5. We have right fielder Nick DiCiacco, who made a nice sliding catch to end the inning. Leads off. Sometimes good things happen when a player makes a nice play to end the inning in the field and then comes up to bat.
The 0-1.
There
Sends
it is.
that one right over the head of the second baseman.
Oh, he got glove on it.
I believe he
knocked
tipped
down.
it. I believe he tipped it.
Nick ran that straight through.
Why not? They let you run through first. Might as well. They're going to score that a hit.
Yes,
So
they
a
are.
Nice leadoff single for DiCiacco, and now we're going to get, I believe, Nolan Klein, number 27.
Nolan Klein will hit for Mike Martin.
Nolan's done a nice job here for the Bears. Pitched a couple innings the other day. Doing a nice job for the Badgers playing third base, and now he gets a chance to hit here. Horrocks does still wait on deck. Chaco takes his lead off first. The pitch. It's ball in the dirt. So Klein strides back in. Chaco takes his lead. The 0-1. Sorry, that was the 1-0 and now 2-0.
Now it is 2-0.
That's my mistake. We are past the 2-hour point of this game.
Do we turn into pumpkins after 2 hours?
I do. The 2-0 is called a strike in a very similar spot to the one he just called a ball, but 2-1.
Horrocks in a hitter's count.
The 2-1.
Fouls it.
This is Klein.
Klein, I'm sorry. Evidently I turned into a pumpkin.
Your brain does, at least.
Yes, indeed. That would be pumpkin mash.
Pumpkin seeds. Come set. The 2-2 is called strike 3 in the inside part of the plate. Apparently got enough, and we'll get the dangerous Shane Horrocks.
After almost 7 full innings, I finally agreed with the umpire on that call. So you can't say I'm a homer.
But Horrocks with that triple in the last at-bat. We'll see what he does here.
Rushed a line drive.
That one's called a strike. I'm not sure I agree with that, but 0-1 we go. Just needs to avoid the double play here. I think that would be
That would end the game.
a real goal of his. The pitch is down the gut, so 0-2 very quickly to Horrocks.
Apparently we had a sighting.
The 0-2. That one's fouled over into the parking lot.
Wicked foul.
Oh, I heard a noise.
Yeah, well, I know the third base bleachers, I mean, it's packed tonight, and everybody scurried out of the way of that one.
What section is that up there? L, section L.
I mean, it's like it's a Mid-Atlantic tournament or something here
Record
tonight.
attendance here
I mean,
at Bear
full.
Stadium. Horrocks swings and misses, strike 3. We got 2 outs here for Mike Ranieri.
2 outs, down 5. Second baseman Mike Ranieri comes to the plate. Mike has reached on air, struck out, flew out to center, and grounded out to first.
They're not going to hold Chaco on at first, so he takes a nice size lead. First pitch to Ranieri as a strike. And the Bears are going to have to start swinging the bats here if they want to continue this game.
Ranieri takes a lot of pitches there. He took his typical first pitch, did his little twist thing he does, and gets ready for the second pitch here.
The 0-1 is outside, 1-1.
That was called
I think
a ball.
if the catcher wasn't popping up there to throw, I think it may have been called a strike.
Yeah, up 5 with 2 outs. I don't think you want to throw the ball around, but
I wouldn't.
whatever.
Chaco does go. The ball's going to go left field to hit and run. Does a nice job there. So we'll have runners on first and second.
Yes,
We'll get Gavin
we
Maurer.
do. Gavin Maurer comes to the plate. Gavin has...
Are we going to keep the wheels of DeChaco out there on second, or?
Well, down 5, I think so.
All right.
Gavin has ground out to first, singled, flew out to right, and struck out his last at bat.
So the game continues. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Maurer at the plate. Bears need 5. The pitch is up. 1 ball, no strike.
Apparently the Dorchester catcher's arm's getting tired from yanking that ball around, and he's just catching it where it's thrown now.
From one crates to another, 0-0. That's a strike on the outside.
That battery mate, they both need ice. The pitcher and catcher need ice.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Chaco takes a nice size lead off second. The pitch is a strike. Looked a little inside, but we move 1 and 2. Maurer's going to have to choke up, put the ball in play. Here, Tyler Kreitz waits on deck. The pitch is up, so we move 2 and 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on base. The pitch is outside. We stretch it to 3 and 2.
The runners will be moving here.
That's what I like to see. Make sure he commits home, and we'll get them going off.
Anything
DeChaco with a
close
nice
here.
lead. The pitch is outside, ball 4, and while the base is loaded for the dangerous Tyler Kreitz.
And the third baseman comes in from Dorchester to talk to his pitcher.
Some veteran presence from Sickett there, calming him down, letting him know they just need 1. But Kreitz is anxious here. I'm sure he wants to put the ball in play.
Yeah, Tyler was showing some emotion earlier with some back and forth with the Dorchester players. I'm sure he's a little amped up here. We'll see what he can do. The bases are loaded with Bears.
The pitch is a curveball for a strike. He swings at first. No balls and 1 strike. Kreitz needs to settle down just a little bit here. Billy Coleman waits on deck. Pitcher comes set. The pitch is outside. Almost gets by him. But we move 1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Chaco with a nice secondary lead there.
Kreitz has been hit by a pitch, walked twice, and struck out on 3 pitches that were nowhere close to the plate.
The 1-1 to Kreitz. He pops that one up.
Get out
Catcher's
of
going to give chase, calls for it, and drops it in foul territory. So another life and a long strike for Kreitz.
Well, the one good thing he did, he called it. It's not like there was a lot of people around, but he did call for it.
It's like the footing kind of slipped out there. Again, the grounds crew at this field. Not really sure. They spend a lot of hours here. They don't get a lot done.
That's for sure.
Bases loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tyler Kreitz at the plate. The pitch is outside. We go 2-2, and a lot of grunts and a little bit of excitement here from the Norchester side, as they thought that could have ended it. 2-2, the pitch. That one's fouled, so Kreitz hangs on.
Oh, watch out. The first base bleachers are packed tonight, too. That ball
Section
went in
F.
there. And
Section F
Section
diving
F.
out of the way there.
Wow. Hope we-
You know, that's a souvenir for a young fan.
Yes, it is.
Bases loaded, 2 outs, the 2-2 pitch. Kreitz swings and misses, strike 3. And that'll be the ball game. Final score 10-5.
I'd like to thank all our listeners tonight. We've had a lot of interaction with everybody and appreciate you checking in and support with us tonight. Connor, you want to let everybody know when we'll be back on the air?
We'll be back on the air, I believe, Tuesday. I believe we're off this weekend from our duties as announcers. I'm taking a quick vacation, so should we redo the new schedule?
Yes, I can.
Very quickly run through that for all those listening.
Give me 1 second here, Connor. Okay, for the Bears, their schedule coming up this weekend. They have a game on Saturday at 2 o'clock at West Lawn. That's a makeup of a rain out. And then the Bears come home for a 7 o'clock non-league game against Yardley. On Sunday, the Bears were scheduled for a 4:30 game away at Daniel Boone. Daniel Boone is in the state tournament for high school, so the Bears are going to travel to Conestoga for a 1 o'clock start on Sunday. The Badgers, the 16U Legion team for the Boyertown team, has a Saturday noon start at Exeter.
Again, final score here. Bears lose 10-0 on 12 Norchester hits and 6 of their own errors. Bears score 5 with 9 hits on 3 Norchester errors. The website is up to date with the current schedule. Please join us at bearstadium.com. Also, you can put in the comments or message us any questions you have or any shout-outs you might want. Let us know where you are, where you're listening
Or
from.
if you have any trivia that you would like to
have
throw
any
our
trivia,
way,
that
we would
also be appreciated.
welcome that.
Once again, thank you and good night from Bear
Signing off
Stadium.
from Bear Stadium. Have a good night.
Thank you.